Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing very well. So in today's video I'm here to test out something very special that I received about half an hour ago and I couldn't wait to review it, and it is the Urban Decay and Prince collaboration. So as soon as this got announced I was very excited. I've been listening to Prince ever since I was very young. I have two aunts who are basically super fans and a lot of their music has been influenced onto me growing up, so listening to Prince was gonna be a given. And you know, when music and makeup collide, I of course become very excited, very happy. I've heard so many kind of negative, thoughts about this collaboration, which I do understand because, Prince is not actually alive anymore, in case you didn't know, shocker. But then thinking about it, I literally had a thought before I started. There's so many collaborations that have come out over the years where the artist or the person might not have liked the collaboration anyway. For example, Mac and I think Selena, the musician, and of course there's so many brands that have done collaboration with Marilyn Monroe. I mean, she's been gone for many years. And so how do you know if she liked any of these? And of course I'm not speaking on behalf of Prince if he would have liked this collaboration, but I think Urban Decay are quite a decent choice. I mean, I have not tried many of their products, but if I'm being honest, I use the All Night Setting Spray, which is a great item. And then when it comes to palette, I have used the Game of Thrones palette, which again was taken very negatively, but I really liked it. I did a video about a year ago kind of like reviewing it early on in my channel, and I really like that palette. And when I saw this collaboration I was like, you know what, I really want to try my best to get it. If it sells out, it's not the end of the world. So yeah, I ordered this when it came out. I think it was about Wednesday or Thursday, and today is Saturday and it's arrived. I didn't even get a dispatch email or anything, so I was actually just quite surprised. I thought something else had turned up. But yeah, initially there are two palettes and there's a numerous other products as well. I'll put up a picture here of the collaboration. But I wanted to get this palette, which is the Let's Go Crazy palette, because it's one of my favourite songs, and just because the shadows inside are just purple, so I'm really excited about it. So this is the outer packaging, which is pretty awesome. It's just the standard Prince symbol, and then on the back you've got the shade, like the shades listed and everything, just a little description about it as well. So I'm just going to open it up and show you guys. It came with like a little protection for this, which is really cool, because that is going to hopefully, it will get damaged quite easily if you're not careful. So let's open it up without showing you kind of the mirror. But when you open it, I mean, you must have seen the pictures of it online anyway. So yeah, you get the palette, which is just like this. You get a picture of Prince's eye just here, and of course a mirror. And then you've got the 10 shades here. So again, they're all pretty much around his like song names. So in this in this kind of palette itself, you do get very familiar names like Raspberry Beret, and you get When Doves Cry, you get Delirious, you get Get Your Groove On, you get the idea. So yeah, there is a gold palette as well, which has a lot more kind of neutral tones in it, which is not really my kind of cup of tea. But when I saw this one, I was like, I really want to get it. So today I'm going to be testing it out and let's see if it's actually really worth it. I forgot to mention, the actual price is so steep. And while I quickly prime my eyelids, I will talk about it. So we all know that Urban Decay are quite a high-end brand when it comes to the price of their shadows, and a lot of the times they do come out with kind of average shadows. I can't speak from experience because I have not ever tried them, and a lot of people who have tried them do really like their shades. So I'm not really sure about the hate that Urban Decay get a lot of the time, which, happens to every brand, it's not just them. But when I tried the Game of Thrones palette, for example, yes, it was a little bit random, some of the shades, but the packaging is insane. If you haven't seen the packaging, I'll put up a picture here, or if you want to check out my review on it, then please go ahead. I just like the way that the colours kind of came out on that palette. It just works really well. There's so many shimmers in that one, and of course with Urban Decay, they've been around for such a long time. And of course they come out with eyeshadow palettes, they come up with their setting spray, which is one of the biggest sellers. They have lip products, face products, you name it. They have pretty much everything. So when it comes to collaborations, they have done, I think, a few. Actually, I have tried the Kristen Lian palette, which I quite liked, but I got rid of it a while ago because I'm not really a fan of hers anymore. And it was one of the mini ones, which I did like. It was really good quality, but it was on sale when I picked it up. So let's go on to the eyes. So we are primed now. We're ready to go. This is the collection Stretch Concealer and Eye Primer, which I've been loving recently. I only picked it up a couple of days ago, but I've been really enjoying it. So we are going to do a purple look today because, surprise, surprise, it's a little bit of a pain to kind of hold this like that. And with the mirror, which is really handy, so I'll try my best to kind of do it, even though this is going to keep on closing. So I'm going to start off with Funk and Roll, just here, and I'll try my best to kind of show you as I go along, but I'm taking one of my kind of edge brushes. I talk about them in like every video. I'll be very careful because there might be a bit of fallout, so there's a little bit of fallout. So let's just, oh God, I'm just gonna hold it. I'm just gonna hold my main mirror and we're gonna go for it now. And this seems like it might be kind of what they called pastel shade, which I guess is okay. So I'm going to blend that on here. And a lot of the time, sometimes I don't use what's it called, I don't use eye primers, but I thought today I would, just to kind of see if it will give it a bit more of an oomph, because I've only seen kind of swatches of this palette because I've only seen a couple of Instagram lives, and that was because I didn't know when this palette was going to go on sale. I signed up for the pre-order, which they didn't really tell anyone when it was going on pre-order, so it was really frustrating because I was almost kind of going to give up on actually attempting to get it on the day it came out because I didn't know if it was going to sell out. I didn't know if people were actually interested in kind of buying it because there were so many mixed reviews, well, initial reactions when you think about it, because like I said in the beginning, so many people just are not interested in this palette, which is fair enough. But to those who are interested, I mean, it was no matter how many times I wrote on their page, and I didn't do it a lot, I did it about 2 or 3 times, just saying, can you please give us an initial kind of time or date, just so, you know, can be a bit prepared, so I can, because if I'm working, obviously I'm not gonna go doing work time on my phone just trying to get this palette, and all they would say is just kind of keep your eyes open, and I'm like, that's just really annoying. So that was Funk and Roll. I like that. It's come out quite nicely. It is very light, but it's pretty much a very light purple anyway. So I'm going to go with Get Your Groove On, just here. And I'm going to take that on just a Morphe brush, and I'm going to put that here. And this is a much lighter shade as well, but we're just going to go for it. And so yeah, I signed up to kind of pre-order it, but they I don't know what happened, because I was looking online and a lot of people were like, oh, the pre-order's already out, but everything's sold out already. And I was just really confused because I didn't get an email, I didn't get notified, so I was just a little bit just a bit confused as to when it was all coming out, and they weren't saying anything. Like, they were just saying, oh, keep an eye out, and I hate when they do that. It just kind of drives me insane when, okay, if you just say, oh, we don't really have that information right now, please, we'll get back to you, that's totally fine, instead of like, keep your eye out, because I don't want to be checking my Instagram every 45 minutes to an hour just to see if this palette has gone live. But that's just the kind of person I am, to be honest. I do that a lot. I was like always regularly checking my emails, and I'm like, oh, has it gone into the spam email? Has it gone into this and that? And I'm just like, you know what, let's just stop because I'm just going to drive myself crazy by constantly checking, and it wasn't even out yet. So that is Get Your Groove On, which is going on really nicely as well. It is very light, so if you, I think it just depends on kind of how it will stand out in your skin tone, because in the the promotional videos, there was a lady who had darker skin, that was deeper skin tone than me, and it did stand out a lot, especially with the pastel shades. This is coming out really nicely. Just close up it looks better. I am going to go in with Delirious next, which is a shimmer, by the way, but I'm going to put it on my inner corner. I'm going to use the same brush as well, because why not. And I'm going to use it, whoa, it's a bit of fallout. I'm going to put that on the inner corner just to darken things up a bit. And yeah, so I mean, it wasn't the biggest hassle to get this palette, because like I said, I like checking social media quite a lot, so I was always on my Instagram just browsing, and then on the UK one, they had announced that it has been released, and so I went onto the website. I think it was at like 9:30 in the morning or something, and it was there and I got it. But I think now it's sold out, because when I received it just now, I was telling my family about it, and my aunt was like, oh, we want to get one. So she checked the website and I think it is sold out. I'm just not sure if it's going to come back in stock or wherever, but that was on the main website. But I know that they said Boots will have it as well, because I don't know where else the collection is coming out, because I think it is a limited edition. But again, I'm not 100% sure. This side is coming out really nicely. This one, I'm trying my best to make it work a bit more, but that's because this side is always a bit of a fail for me, but I will not give up. So there's a lot of fallout. That's one issue that I'm having. I will have to clean it up in a moment with a clean brush, so let's just get rid of that here. I think maybe because I'm trying to take too much product to pack it on a bit, so we're getting there. And then now I'm going to take one of these flat brushes, and we're going to go in with Baby I'm a Star just here, which is a kind of, it looks like, oh god, this, when you dip in you have to be very careful, because they do crumble quite a bit. So I'm being extra careful. I'm going to put these in the corner. Oh, that's very nice. Hopefully you can, it's very difficult to see on my phone camera, I apologise. But that's actually quite a nice shimmer. Do I think this is worth £50? No, it's not. Not in all, I mean, in all honesty, it's not. Actually, I forgot to mention, so because I have never bought from the Urban Decay website before, when I signed up for the newsletter to get notified when this was going live, which they didn't end up doing, I got a 15% discount code, because I'd never used their website before. So if you do that, I think it will work on anything. I actually got 15% off, which is pretty handy, because it does save me about £5, which I know it was nothing, but it still saved me. And because that money kind of worked out as to how much the shipping was, I think the shipping was about £3, which is pretty good. So that's just how excited I am. I literally threw my brush on the floor. Let me just get that. Okay, so I'm just so random, sorry. I actually did just brush off some of the excess off my eye, because it's quite a warm day today and I'm feeling a bit whew. But that is pretty much all I can really do with these purples. There is another purple called DMSR, but I'm not going to use that today just because it's quite a light shade. So I pretty much use 5 shades today, and let's have a closer look if you can really see it. Like I said, this side is much better. I will take pictures, like a more close up, if you want to have a look on my Instagram, just because on here I think it won't do its justice. But I do really like how this has come out. Is it the best eyeshadow palette in the world? Absolutely not. Is it the best collab in the world? Absolutely not. I mean, it's really good. I mean, this is absolutely beautiful. I have to be very careful when I use it in the future, because I don't want it to get damaged. But I will be trying this again. I will be using the blues, and of course I'll be using Raspberry Beret soon. But yeah, altogether, it's a really nice palette. Be careful, there's a lot of fallout when you're dipping in your brush, and the pans are quite small also, so be quite careful when you get it. Because there wasn't a plastic protection. But yeah, this is my review of the Urban Decay and Prince collaboration. Let me know what you think. If you picked it up, let me know if you had the same outcomes, if you liked it, didn't like it. We'll be picking it up in case they do like a restock. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe because I film and upload every time I get a chance to. Don't forget to follow me on any of my social medias because I'll be posting a closer look of this look. That makes sense. But yeah, I hope you're having a good week and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.